everybody. It's Julie Hornock with United in Autism, and we are here today doing 2 Autism Truths and 1 lie. And I'm absolutely thrilled today to have Carol Tatum. Hey, Carol.
Hi.
Let me tell you guys about Carol. I met her doing an event for United Autism with Autism Speaks, and she's the committee chair in the Dallas area, and she is like an inspirational mama. Not only does she help out with Autism Speaks and do great work with the walk, but she has 4 kids. Her youngest has autism, her daughter, and you would not believe this, but she runs ultra marathons. And Carol, I mean, I ran 1 marathon and I thought I was going to die. And what is the length of an ultra marathon?
Any distance over a marathon distance. Anything
Okay.
over 26.2.
And what's your favorite distance?
The 100-mile distance.
Okay, 100 miles. Like, I just read on Facebook this morning that somebody was taking their kid 100 miles away and they were crying, like to college, and they were crying about it. You have run that distance. You're so incredible. So anyway, we'll get to our 2 truths and a lie. We do this just for fun to our lives are so ridiculous, and I don't really think that people outside of autism world would really believe what goes on. So we're going to share that in kind of a fun way. So you want me to start? I'll go ahead and start and you can guess. Okay. All right. So, okay, here's my 3 things. My first thing is that Lizzie was at one point obsessed with waterfalls. So she would stop up the sink, and she did this in my brother's home in an office I didn't even know existed. And it flooded the whole bottom floor, including all the way through the walls. And while we were cleaning up, she went upstairs and did the exact same thing upstairs. So that's the first one. The second one, as you know, as an autism mama, that the stress gets ridiculous on us. And I was so stressed because the money was tight. I was paying for so much therapy. And so I had a complete meltdown in a grocery store, because if you look at a package of hot dogs, there's 6 hot dogs and there's 8 hot dog buns. And I didn't want to buy the 2 extra hot dog buns. So that I had a complete meltdown in the middle of a restaurant and fully embarrassed myself. The third one is that Lizzie asked her male teacher, who had a pregnant wife, if the baby was going to come out of a cut in the tummy, or if the baby was going to come out of his wife's extra hole. So those are the 3. You guess. Which one do you think is true? I mean, which one do you think is a lie?
I think the one with the hot dog buns is the lie.
You're so right. You are so. Do you remember that was from Father of the Bride?
Yes, I did. It was the first thing I thought of. Go to jail over hot dog buns.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get away with it, but no, I did not do the hot dog buns. But that was such a funny scene from Father of the Bride, and I often think of that scene whenever I'm so stressed out, because it's like the level of stress we go through is so enormous that it just we are going to snap at any moment, any of us.
Yes.
So, and yes, she did do the waterfalls. It was a big fat mess. It was my brother's brand new house, and she flooded the bottom floor. And then I caught her right when the water was all over the floor, but it hadn't gone through the ceiling as we were cleaning up. It was mortifying. I was so just, I felt so bad because it was their brand new house. And she also did ask her male teacher if his wife's baby was coming out the extra hole, the extra female hole. She was very obsessed with pregnancy and babies at one point. So
yes, I remember you telling the stories at one of your other events. How obsessed she was with babies.
Yeah. All right. I'm so excited to hear what you've come up with.
Thank you. So my 3, not in any specific order, is my daughter ate her sister's pet betta fish while she was at school. And the next one is she called an adult, a woman at a restaurant, a big fat dino.
Oh, man.
And the last one is that she was having a bad day at school and threw a chair at her teacher.
Oh my gosh. This is so hard.
No,
These
because
are
it's all
all
possible.
they are all beyond possible and probably have happened to another mom if they haven't happened to you. All right. So, oh gosh, I want the big fat dino to be true because our kids, it's like they just sometimes call it like they see it. You
Yeah,
know?
there's no censorship. That one is true.
Okay. All right. So then I got to narrow it down to the next two. I'm going to say throwing the chair is false.
That is correct. Her classmate actually did that, not her. And she got in trouble that day for telling her classmate that it was a good throw because he almost hit the teacher.
Oh my goodness, that's so great. Oh, I loved your stories, and thank you for sharing them. And I can't believe this is the first time that anyone has ever guessed the correct lie. So apparently you and I are not good liars in this scenario. So I just so appreciate you coming today and sharing with us, and you know, keep up the good work, keep up the marathon running, and doing great with the kids.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.